Hey everyone, Ephraim here with the Houston GPA. We just finished our luncheon and we have a guest speaker that came in from GPA National. This is Joel Moxley, President and CEO. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, thanks Ephraim. Nice to see you guys today. It was a pleasure to talk to the Houston GPA chapter. Talk about me. I'm a midstream veteran. I've been working in the midstream industry for over 40 years. That's a kind of a hard thing to say right now, but it's kind of date myself. But I've worked for a variety of midstream companies, but always in the midstream. So I've worked for companies like Enterprise and Crosstex and companies, some of them aren't around anymore. So that's how long I've been around. But I've been at GPA Midstream now 3 years.
Okay.
So I came out of industry to work at GPA Midstream, and so I bring maybe a different perspective of working at operating companies and being involved in the industry a long time. I was involved with the organization for many years. From the industry side, I was past chair of GPA Midstream, but very pleased to work and to help represent the midstream industry. It's a vital part of what we do here in the U.S. to deliver energy. And so just proud to be here, proud of our industry, and just glad to talk to the group here today in the Houston chapter.
Absolutely. We appreciate you coming in. We know without the GPA National, they fight the national fight to help make sure that the policies are helping us move our projects and keep the infrastructure running safely. Here locally, we do a lot of scholarship fundraising for the STEM programs, and so without you all fighting that fight for us, there would be no STEM jobs. So we definitely appreciate that in being our voice of the industry across the country.
Great, thanks. Yeah, we are very active in the federal realm. We work making comments, working with folks at the EPA, Department of Transportation, specifically PHMSA, on issues that impact midstream companies. So we make comments. We're out there working with political appointees to try to work and come up with common sense rules and regs to make sure that what we do, we're able to do, on a cost-effective basis. I mean, that's always the thing we're trying to work with as we talk to regulators is we're not against cleaner air, we're not against cleaner water. We want to follow the rules. We just want those rules to make common sense, right, and work for both, all the stakeholders, our employees, our in some cases our shareholders, and our neighbors, and even the fact that the folks that we impact from as our facilities operate, as things are being built. So it's really just trying to be a good advocate for the midstream industry is what we're doing at GPA Midstream.
So how many chapters around the country do you all support?
There are 6 chapters around the country. So we have one in the Rockies, based in Denver. We've got one in Appalachia, in the Pittsburgh area. We've got the Mid-Continent, which is they kind of alternate between Tulsa and Oklahoma City where they have their meetings. And then there are 3 groups here in Texas, one in the Permian Basin, one in North Texas, and then the Houston chapter that I spoke at today. So all great organizations. They're great at educating their members to do scholarships, to be active in their community. So the groups work together. The GPA Midstream, what you call the national organization, and GPSA, which is our sister supplier organization, we work to do these national things, our annual convention, things that we do with the federal government, things we're doing on education. So we're doing that, and then the regional chapters are closer to where people are, and they do education and scholarships and things like that.
And here locally we do a lot of training, but you all have quite an extensive level of training.
Yeah, we do.
We talked about your book that was a little bit larger than the original in the 60s.
Yeah, we do an engineering data book training. So the engineering data book is kind of one of those flagship products that we've developed. I think the first one started in 1935, and it was 100 pages bound. And now we're in the 14th edition of that is two big ring binder, 3-inch ring binder books. And so,
They should
we've moved all
digitize
that.
it?
Yeah, it's digitized. Yeah, it's been digitized. In fact, we're now working to move that. Right now, it's more a PDF version, and we're going to try to move that, and we're working on some ideas to move that to a more web-friendly
Sure.
product. So, convert it to some kind of HTML product to be able to do that.
And the last thing I wanted to mention, today you spoke about the Let's Clear the Air campaign. Tell me a little bit about that and how can we share the message?
Yeah, Let's Clear the Air. We started this in May of this year, so we're not quite 4 months into kicking it off. The GPA Midstream Board last September at our convention and the GPSA Board agreed to fund this, and we're going to try. The idea is to just talk about what the midstream industry does. We're really just trying to be an advocate and
Right.
tell people what midstream does, how it fits into climate and the environment. I mean, we are certainly not climate deniers in any sense of the word. We think that, the climate is changing, but we also have responsibilities to deliver energy and deliver that reliably and at a cost-effective basis too. So we're trying to get a dialogue going for people to understand how midstream fits into that. We get a lot of, there's a lot of people that understand that wells are drilled and gas comes out of the ground or oil comes out of the ground. Midstream is that part of the industry that moves it from a wellhead to where somebody consumes it. And so we're pipelines, we're processing plants, fractionator, crude oil storage, export terminals.
LNG is a big topic these days.
LNG, sure. And so all of those are members of companies that do those services are part of GPA Midstream. And so we want to talk about that space and hopefully, educate folks a little bit on the vital part of what we do as an industry in the midstream space.
Well, I just wanted to come on and say thank you for coming into the Houston GPA. We appreciate your
Yeah.
support at National, and we look forward to supporting you all at the National GPA. When is that date again?
That's it starts September 11th in San Antonio. It runs through the 14th. So we hope to have. I'm optimistic we'll have over 1,500 people there. So from operating companies, suppliers, from around the country. So we've got a great program of sessions. It's a great opportunity to network with your customers and your friends. I look at it as my annual
The reunion.
alumni meeting where I get to see friends that I've worked with over my career. So it's a great opportunity to come. San Antonio is a great place to have it. You walk on the Riverwalk, places to eat, places to meet with people. So we're looking forward to that, and it's about 10 days away, so we're working furiously and fast to get it all lined up.
Well, we'll definitely share this message with the audience of the Houston GPA and also with the Midstream Calendar audience. We love to everything that the organization does over throughout the country. So we look forward to seeing you there in San Antonio.
Well, great. Well, thanks for asking, and look forward to seeing everybody in San Antonio in just a few days. Thanks.